Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make a snowflake out of a piece of printer paper. This is an awesome activity when you're stuck at home and bored and you don't have very many art supplies. All you need is printer paper and a pair of scissors. They don't even have to be sharp. They can be little kid scissors. They work just fine. Now every single one of these is going to be unique. That's what's so addicting about making them, because you can just keep on making more. Alrighty, let's get started. First thing you're going to do, well, probably have a trash can close by so you don't make a mess. Fold your paper in half. Doesn't matter which way. Want to make sure your folds are really sharp though. Fold it in half again. Oh my. Really sharp folds. Okay, on the side where the folds are, see these are folds, fold, fold, not the open ends. I'm going to join all the folds again. Might be hard for you to tell because my folds are very sharp, but I've got all the open ends, the plain ends of the paper are all on the outside. And all of the folds are here and here, going down to this point. This is the center of our snowflake. It's very important that we always cut on the folds. Now this, don't even worry about it. We're gonna get rid of all of this. If this bugs you, you can go ahead and cut this off straight or in a semicircle. You'll see there's all different ways you can do this. I'll just go ahead and cut this off. If I want to cut it straight, I'll show you what happens. If you cut it straight, your snowflake will look like this. Now, before you put a lot of time into your snowflake, you might want to make sure that you're cutting on the right sides so that it's roughly a circle-ish shape. Okay, I'm going to fold it all back, just how you guys have yours. All right. If you want to keep the point facing towards you where all the folds are, that might help you stay more organized so you don't accidentally think that's the middle. Okay. All you're going to do is cut all different shapes into the sides, the folded sides of your snowflake. I'm going to make a really simple one, then I'm going to show you how to make it more complicated. You can cut from both sides. You just don't want to meet up and cut it apart. So I can cut here on this side. Whoops, music's getting a little rowdy. I can cut over here. I can cut curves, but if you want to keep it simple, the easiest thing to do when you're cutting through all this paper is to cut little sharp triangles. I can cut all the way over like this, or I can cut a little one like this. I'm staying on the folded sides. I'm not going to mess with this yet. If you want to make really skinny ones. Now I had some students in the past, I'll show you what you don't want to do. Don't want to do this. Make fringe. Don't want to do that. When you open this up, it won't even look cool. So I'm going to get rid of that real quick. I want to make open places where the paper's gone. The more you cut, the fancier your snowflake will be. Okay. Now I'm not going to give you a pattern for these because the fun of it is to mess around and come up with your own designs. Now this is the center of your snowflake. Whatever you do here, this is the outside edge of your circle. So like this. So whatever you do is going to be repeated all the way around. You can keep it really simple. You can make it pointy like this. You can make it curved. You never know what it's going to look like until you open it. And the nice thing is you can always fold it back up and add some more. So let's see what we got. If you fold it really, really sharp, it's a little tricky to get it unfolded. And the more cuts that you make, it's even harder. Oh, See, this one is completely different from this one. So what I usually do when I'm finished and I have a big stack like this and they're all kind of creased and foldy, if you take all of your snowflakes and stack them up and put a big old book on them overnight, they'll be nice and flat and they're perfect for hanging on your windows. All right, I'm gonna make one more and make it totally different. Fold your paper in half. Fold it in half again. I'll probably do a video on like advanced snowflakes, but I'm gonna keep it simple. So fold, fold, fold. Fold your folds together again. I'll show you something I forgot to do on the other one. Okay, so you know you're on the right track when all of these are folds and all of these are edges. One thing I forgot to do on the other one, you can cut a hole if you want the middle to be open in the middle. You also can cut round shapes. It really just depends on how hard it is to cut through all that paper for you. Also, another thing that I wanted to show you guys is I don't ever use scissors out here on the tip. It's really hard when you cut like this because the end always gets messed up like that. When I cut with the tip, like this, plus the paper flies everywhere, I always cut way back in the blade, back here. Oh, I need a manicure. Maybe that's what Santa could bring me. I can cut all the way over to the other side, just as long as I don't cut through. I've been doing metal work this morning, so my fingernails aren't looking too festive. Okay. You can just keep going. Try whatever shapes you want. You can cut little triangles like this. I don't want to have very much white paper in the middle. Anywhere you leave a lot of white paper in the middle, it's a little less interesting. I can go like this and cut down in here if I want to, as long as I don't cut all the way through. Okay, and now we'll do something interesting to the outside edge. Always keep your scissors pointed straight away from you. Don't ever try to cut and turn your scissors toward you or away in either direction. Scissors are made to always be pointed away from you. The secret is to turn the paper. So watch, if I turn the paper, and I'm going to turn the paper, always keep the scissors pointed away from you. And use your other hand to turn the paper. Let's see what happens if I leave a big long thing sticking out here. See, I have no idea. I don't like to follow a pattern because it's not as interesting. So this thing is gonna be out on the edge of my snowflake. We'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Seems to me, everybody seems to have their own style. If you make a bunch, you'll notice that you have your own snowflake style. Oh, look at that. It's almost a square. Now, if I don't like this being square, what can I do? Fold it back up and say, I know what caused that. This thing, watch. Get rid of it, see what happens. See, since you can get a whole ream of printer paper for like $4, you can make hundreds of these. Keep you from being bored, and you can decorate your windows. There you go, have fun.